going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today is August 12th of 2024. Real quick, I'm going to do this inside. Actually, real quick, update of the man cave. It's almost done. I've still got to put my bear in here, and I need to kill some more deer, some bigger deer, if that, and put in here. But basically, what I got going on today is, if you saw the previous videos on the quarter-acre food plot here at my house, I've got 4.5 acres here to give you a rundown. I've got 4.5 acres. I built a quarter-acre food plot up here on my hillside in the woods. Super thick, big giant deer I've got here. So I built a quarter-acre food plot. We're going to plant clover in it. About a month and a half ago, I tilled it and dragged it for the first time. 2 weeks ago, I just sprayed it with glyphosate. I'm going to till it one more time. That's what I'm doing today. Like I said, it's August 12th. It is a Monday. I'm hoping on Wednesday or Thursday, I can plant. I'm going to plant a clover, have a nice quarter-acre clover plot up here, and I think the deer will really kill it. But yeah, so all I'm doing today is I'm just going to lightly till it and then drag it. I've also got my blackout blade and bullet blind just sitting in the middle of the plot because I haven't built a stand to put it up on yet. So I'm just going to kind of drag that off to the side so I can till everything up and drag it. So let's go hook the tractor up to the tiller right now, and we'll get it up there and we'll quit messing around. All right, so I got the tiller on the tractor. I brought the four-wheeler up here to the plot. As you can see, my blind's just kind of been sitting here in the middle because where I'm wanting to put it is right through here, or right here, where this is kind of like getting cleared through. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some loppers, kind of clean that up a little bit and see if I can drag that blind into there a little bit. And then I'll till this up and I'll build a platform here in a week or two. And we'll just see right about where I'm standing right here. I'm going to put a feeder, and like I said, I'll be back in there up. So then I'll have all this area that's clover they can eat too. It's a plan, it's coming together, but I'm gonna quit pissing around so I can go home. All right, well, that really kind of sucked a little bit to do, but honest to God, I'm so surprised, like ripping it through them briars and shit, did not rip that tarp at all. I am pretty impressed, honestly, but all right, I'm gonna get the tractor up here. I really don't know if I need to till it, so I'm just gonna do it super quickly, and we'll just see what happens here, fellas. So, I don't know how quick this is gonna be or how long it's gonna take, but the soil's not crazy compact. It's already kind of loose. I'm just going to loosen it up a little bit more and then drag it. So I'm just going to time lapse this and probably, you know, do a voiceover or something. But let's get this done. Okay, so like I said, this is going to be my second time tilling this plot here. I tilled it about a month ago just to kind of get an outline of the plot set up, and it was already pretty loose. So this dirt just tilled up super nice, and you just seen it cut right there. That's because the bolt that's holding the PTO shaft onto the tiller, it actually snapped, so the blades weren't spitting anymore. So I went and got a new bolt and put it in, and we were good to go to finish it off. But yeah, the plot tilled super nicely. It's pretty nice soil up there. It's not too rocky, as you can see. All right, so tilling done. Now I'm going to take this homemade drag I made. It is just a metal beam stub with a piece of concrete wire welded to it. I made it last year. It works pretty good. But I'm just gonna drag this around and kind of smooth it out a little bit now. So yeah, I built that drag last year when I did my other clover plot. It looks phenomenal, by the way, as you're gonna hear me say several other times. But I'm thinking I'm gonna have to weld up some brackets to weld onto that beam stub that I can add cinder blocks to and add a little bit more weight to it and maybe get a little bit better drag. The actual wiring fence kind of part itself doesn't make that great of contact with the soil. All right, there it is. So we're all tilled, we're all dragged, seed bed's ready for seed. Hopefully, I'm hoping Wednesday or Thursday I can actually go ahead and throw the seed down on this, which would either be the 14th or the 15th of August of 24 is when I'd really like to plant this. But turned out pretty good. I've got a cell cam on that tree right there. There's been a bear in the area. Neighbors got pictures of them, but yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. Really, only thing left to do up here now is simply, well, maybe not so simply, get that blind elevated and set and build a platform for it and seed this, let it grow a little bit. And this first year, clover doesn't do very well first year, I've come to find out. So I'll probably overseed with some winter rye, fill in all the bare spots, and then I'll throw a feeder up right here where this food plot kind of necks down and let all the big area over there just be clover. I also kind of thought about where this I made this bend come in here, maybe like 10 yards out from that bend or right here-ish, making a scrape tree. Just taking like a little small beech tree or something that's, you know, that big around, cutting it and leaving one scrape branch, dig a post hole and set it down in there or something. Seen a lot of guys do that, might give that a shot. But that's all I've got for today. So I will see you when I'm planting. All right, it is 2 days later. It is August 15th of 2024, and today I'm planting. We haven't had any rain in probably 2 weeks, so we're supposed to get rain here in like about 2 hours. So I'm gonna go ahead and plant the plot at my house, quarter-acre plot. I'm sure you've seen all about it so far. So, all right, here we are. We're up here. It looks good. It looks great. This is what I'm planting. Of course, the good old Whitetail Institute perennial clover. This is what I planted in the other plot. It looks awesome. It's doing really good. We might go check on that after we plant this, just to show you what hopefully this looks like. So I'll show you what spreader I'm going to use. So I'm just going to be using this little tiny hand spreader because this is only a quarter acre and clover seeds are super small, and I find it just doesn't work very good with the bigger bag spreaders. And this plot's actually just a fuzz over quarter acre, so I will be using this whole bag. So this plant's up to a quarter acre. So I'm not worried about overseeding it or putting out too much seed. And what I'm going to do is, clover doesn't do very well first year, like I've said. So I'm going to let it get as much growth as it can for the next 2 or 3 weeks. And then we'll probably overseed with some winter rye. So I'll show you kind of what the seed looks like here. This real nice blue color with some yellow in it. So that's all a quarter acre takes, is just that. So I'm going to kind of put this, I'm going to put it on a lower setting, make sure I get complete coverage of the plot. We should be good. I'm probably going to put the cedar on like, there's 5 different levels. I'm probably going to put it on 2. That'd be 4 on 2. We'll just go real slow, make sure we get coverage over all of it. So I'm going to go around the edge first, I think, see what we're working with, and then I'll just fill in the middle. All right. So I only really managed to get the big part. I guess I just had too much seed coming out at one time, which I guess I got good coverage of this big area, which is what I care most about seed-wise anyways. In the back area where it kind of chokes down back there, that's where I'm going to put the feeder. So it's probably going to get pretty tore up anyways with a lot of foot traffic back there by the deer. So I guess I'm not so worried about that, and I can mainly just do winter rye back there, focus on that. So not really a big deal, not too worried about that, but got the seed in the ground, or on it I should say. Hopefully we get a nice rain tonight, this evening, and it really helps push this seed down in the ground, and hopefully this can be a good clover plot for years to come. I mean, there's just some really nice deer up here, and I haven't killed a buck off my property yet here, so it'd be really cool to do that this year. So I'm actually gonna grab the four-wheeler out of the shed, and we're gonna head down the road to my cabin property, and I'll show you my other clover plot. But as I'm walking, I was thinking, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it till the end of August or the first day of September or something until I stick a feeder up there. And I'm thinking the day I put a feeder up there is the same day I will overseed with winter rye. So that gives me 16 more days, because they're pretty, is there 30 or 31 days in August? Well, let's short ourselves. Let's say it's 30 days. I could be totally wrong. But hopefully the new plot ends up like this. I just need it to, it was looking really rough about a month ago. In the early July, it was looking real rough, really dry, really hot. This clover kind of went dormant, and that's when the grasses really started to take over. So those late summer weeds, I guess. But really just waiting on this clover to start flowering out, and I'll mow it again. All right guys, so that's really gonna do it for this video. We got the new plot planted. That's exciting. I'm pretty stoked about that. It's been a long time coming. Normally I like to plant like the last weekend of July, and I just didn't get the chance to with rain and whatever. So this is a little bit late for me, but I know like middle of August is a really good time to plant regardless. So I got to cut that out too before I mow, or I won't be able to get the tractor back here. But yeah, August, I'm pretty sure all the way through August is a really good time to plant regardless. So hopefully we get that rain we're needing tonight. We'll be good. And in 2 days I'm going back down to West Virginia, if you've seen any of that series, and gonna reset up my feeder and tree stand, and put out some corn and get ready for my West Virginia season. So it'll be really cool to get 2 nice bucks this year, an Ohio buck and a West Virginia buck. So that's all I've got for you guys today. I really appreciate you guys watching. I hope you learned something. Hope you found this interesting or could relate to it. Give me a like, subscribe if you'd like to see more. You know, leave me a comment, your thoughts. How are your plots looking? You got any plots planted yet? Any big deer on camera, etc. Whatever, you know, let me know what's going on. But thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.